Now, another controversial topic this week was giving, okay? TikTok. TikTok was a big deal. And again, let's review what did happen. So I called it TikTok battle. They call it TikTok ban. The bill is not the ban. All right. So first, what did happen? There was a bill, and we're going to talk about the bill in detail, so you understand what it means. The bill received bipartisan effort in the House and was approved by 352 representatives. Okay. The bill aims to incentivize divestment in TikTok or off TikTok. Right? So if approved by the Senate, right, because that's how it works, it goes to the Senate. Now, if approved, then it goes to the president to be signed. The president said he would be signing, but again, it's all about the Senate at this point. If approved, ByteDance would be in need to sell the company or be excluded from mobile app stores in the US, meaning I can only use the platform in the US or an app if I have access to downloading it. Right? And if it is excluded from the App Store, whether it's Apple or Google Play, then I can no longer use it. Now, as far as we went through this, we don't hear the word ban in it. The bill is not called TikTok ban, and it also features no word of banning, right? What the bill says, and let's review this here. The bill titled Protecting American from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act. So specifically, it addresses worries about U.S. data control by a foreign adversary. And those are defined in the bill as countries listed under paragraph 4872 G2 of Title 10 of the United States Code. These countries are People's Republic of China, where TikTok falls into, the Russian Federation, the Islamic Republic of Iran, and Democratic People's Republic of North Korea. So it talks specifically about these countries because those are adversaries, right? And we are protecting our data. That is the idea of this bill. Now, you can decide if that's true, not, I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just presenting the facts to you. Now, what did happen later, TikTok boss went on TikTok, naturally, and presented his version of the truth. And I want to present it to you here. So let's hear from the TikTok CEO.
Hi everyone, it's Show here. Just wanted to share some thoughts with our US users about the disappointing vote in the House of Representatives. There has been a lot of misinformation, and I hope to clarify some things. First, thank you to our incredible community. You are what makes TikTok so special. Thank you for making your voices heard. Over the last few years, we have invested to keep your data safe and our platform free from outside manipulation. We have committed that we will continue to do so. This legislation, if signed into law, will lead to a ban of TikTok in the United States. Even the bill sponsors admit that that's their goal. This bill gives more power to a handful of other social media companies. It will also take billions of dollars out of the pockets of creators and small businesses. It will put more than 300,000 American jobs at risk, and it will take away your TikTok. We know how important TikTok is to all of you. It has given our 170 million users a
yada, yada, yada. So the point is, he says it's a ban. It has been publicly admitted it's a ban. That's the main goal. And then it will prohibit TikTok. This is not true, as we just read. If the bill passes in the Senate and is signed by the president, the Chinese, right, the Communist Party of China would need to sell the app or that part of the app that operates in the United States to an American owner. Now, China announced this week that it would be banning the sale. And you would then, rightfully so, wonder, why would they ban it, right? Because we don't have any Meta, any Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, whatever, Instagram operating in China. So it is banned there. And this we can call a ban. You cannot run an American-owned social media platform in China and call it a day and monetize it and hoopla ha. Now, if it goes vice versa, now it's a big thing. I understand that 170 million, according to TikTok CEO, are using TikTok on in the United States. I understand that they're monetized and they're making money. I do have an account that is dedicated to basketball called Honest NBA, and it went viral by accident on TikTok, and it has 4.5 million views a week, and it is monetized, and it does make money. Now, would I agree to this restriction? Yes, I would. Because, if you as a creator or person in media are not ready to shift gears, you're not ready to use perhaps another platform because this is detrimental to the main idea or security of your entire country, then who is egoistic here? So this is just my opinion. Let me know what you think, right? Then I want to present to you now another side of the coin. So the question about TikTok ban was asked at the White House, and that's what was said here.
Where does the White House think what's going to happen to TikTok? Because even if the bill makes it to the president's desk, the Chinese government needs to approve it, which they're likely not to. It could also face significant legal pushback.
We welcome that bill. This isn't a divestment bill. It's not a ban. I'm not going to get into hypotheticals here. It's going through the process. We're going to offer technical support as it moves, obviously, from the House into the Senate. But we welcome this bill, and this is about our national security. That's what this is about. You heard the National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan, speak to this on Tuesday. It is important for us to have an understanding, right? Where this American data is going. Do they live here or do they live in China, for example? He said that, right? Is there ownership here or is it in China, for example? And so those are really important.
As much as it is important for China that the apps that are owned and where data is stored in the United States, that these are not operating in China, which is a fact. It's not the conspiracy theory, it's a fact. And you can Google it and you can read about it. And again, let's not label things with the intention to dumb it down, because we really are missing out on the facts that would encourage us and help us to build our own opinion. And I think this is the truly historical moment where we have access to social media, we do have access to mainstream media, we do have access to newspapers and whatnot. So you have access to information. And I think it is our responsibility to consume that information. And yes, consume information from all kinds of sites to help you build your own opinion. So my intention here is not to present one side. I'm sharing my opinion, but you're entitled to yours. So please share your opinion in the comments and we can discuss it. Now, again, this is not a ban. It would, if anything, force TikTok to sell. China already announced they will not be willing to sell. Now, why is another question, which is rightfully so asked. And it proceeds from there. Also, Chinese government or the owners of TikTok may also sue the government here. So I think it's not a very not a situation that will have a fast turnaround. It can never be. Probably will take years. If you're on TikTok and you're monetizing and you're selling stuff and you're running a small business, embrace it. But what I can recommend you to do, being somebody who was just hacked on Instagram and banned for a week, diversify your content, right? Because anything can happen to anyone. So diversify your content. You can, if you're selling products on TikTok, you can also embrace Amazon store ID and whatnot. I'm just giving you ideas to be in a better place if anything happens, because do we here have control over what will happen? Not much. So in that sense, just be safe, okay? Now, if you are into fighting for TikTok and calling your representatives, do so. This is your right. That's why we live in the United States. That's why we have the freedom of speech, freedom of choice and opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. But what I encourage you to do is to consume facts so your opinion is clever.